Have you ever wondered how to make a woman feel desire for you, even when she seems completely uninterested? Hi, welcome to and today we're diving into something most men never truly understand. Curious. You know that moment, talking to a woman who seems amazing, but her interest just isn't there. You try being kind, giving attention, showing you care, but the more effort you put in, the more distant she seems. Here's the truth most men don't realize. It's not that you're doing the wrong things. You're likely doing the right things, just in the wrong order. Curious. Attraction doesn't follow logic. It's emotional, instinctive, and subtle. Today, I'm going to share 7 psychological triggers that actually create desire, and the last one is incredibly powerful. Excited. Almost no one uses it correctly, but when done right, it can change everything fast. First, let me say this clearly. This was never your fault. Nobody taught you this growing up. School didn't explain it. Society didn't explain it. Female attraction isn't about proving you're a good partner with words or reasoning. It's emotional. While you've been trying to demonstrate your value logically, her brain has been scanning for completely different signals without you even knowing it. Research in evolutionary psychology shows that attraction often comes from mental shortcuts, automatic patterns the brain responds to without conscious thought. Curious. Once you understand them, you stop chasing. You stop forcing. Exhales. You naturally become the kind of man women are drawn to. The first trigger is masculine presence. This isn't about muscles or looks. It's about energy. When you enter a room, do you take up space confidently or quietly shrink? Curious. Women notice instantly. A man who moves calmly, isn't rushing, and doesn't seek approval from everyone around him sends a strong message without saying a word. Thoughtful. That grounded energy is rare, and rarity sparks attraction faster than words ever could. Picture yourself at a social event. Instead of scanning the room nervously, you relax. Exhales. Shoulders back, breathing steady, observing without anxiety. That simple shift changes how women perceive you. Her subconscious notices something different, not because you tried harder, but because you became centered in yourself. The second trigger is emotional challenge. Most men agree with everything a woman says, fearing tension. But tension isn't conflict, it's attraction fuel. Curious. Lightly disagreeing or playfully teasing creates polarity, and polarity creates magnetism. For example, if she says she loves waking up early, instead of agreeing, smile and say, "Really, you're a sunrise expert." Chuckles. Playful, not rude. This shows confidence. You're engaging, not trying to impress. Thoughtful. Attraction grows with contrast, not constant agreement. Next is selective attention. Many men lose attraction here by giving too much too soon, instant replies, canceled plans, constant availability. Curious. The female brain reads this as low value. A man with a full life, hobbies, goals, friendships, purpose, signals that his time is valuable. He's interesting without needing to orbit her world constantly. Thoughtful. This balance naturally draws curiosity and interest. The fourth trigger is intentional listening. Not just hearing words, but remembering them. When you recall small details she mentioned and bring them up later, it stands out instantly. Thoughtful. Emotional connection grows from being seen. Maybe she mentioned she loves orchids. Days later, you send a photo of one and say it reminded you of her. Excited. That combination of attention, presence, and care is deeply attractive. The fifth is calibrated vulnerability. Many men think they must appear unbreakable, but perfection doesn't create connection. Thoughtful. Sharing a real story, a past challenge, or a fear without playing the victim makes you relatable, grounded, and human. Vulnerability paired with stability builds trust, and trust opens the door to desire. Size. Strength isn't hiding flaws, it's being comfortable with them. The sixth trigger is gradual, respectful physical touch. Science shows light touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. A brief touch on the arm while laughing, chuckles, a gentle shoulder brush, nothing forced or rushed, creates positive physical associations. Her brain begins linking your presence with comfort and warmth, size, deepening emotional and physical connection naturally. Finally, the seventh and most powerful trigger is controlled unpredictability. The brain craves dopamine, and dopamine comes from rewarding uncertainty. Curious. Being slightly unpredictable, sometimes warm, sometimes challenging, sometimes initiating, sometimes waiting, maintains mystery. This isn't about inconsistency, it's about balance. Thoughtful. Mystery keeps her thinking about you, even when you're not there. These 7 triggers aren't tricks, they're tools. Use them intentionally, with respect and in sequence. You don't need perfection. You need strategy, awareness, and presence. Confident. When applied correctly, attraction stops being a guessing game. Desire grows naturally, connection deepens, and you become the man women genuinely want to be around.